Ducks and the Miami Hurricanes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Hey guys, I caught up with Coach Lanning before the game. He said this is a crucial game on the road against a quality opponent. It means so much. Not only the college football playoff rankings, strength of schedule, and everything that goes into a matchup like this. This is the biggest challenge so far in their season. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Ducks ready to kick it away first. He'll bring it out. It's Wingo. Stopped at the 26, brought it out in the end zone, picked up an extra yard. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Pringle. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies behind the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
The Canes have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They put the brakes on it. 3rd down, and they'll need 2 on this initial drive of the game. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Complete out of the backfield. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Offense trying to catch them napping. Looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Needs it here on 4th down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out, you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Here comes the heat. He's going to go for a big one. They went for it all on 1st down. Didn't connect, but it gave the D something to think about.
Well, after getting the takeaway now, you're in the fringe area just outside the red zone. The offense trying to stay aggressive. They're throwing it right away, seeing if they can catch the defense sleeping after now just coming on the field. Give the defense credit. They were aware. They were ready for it. Made sure that one fell incomplete.
And he's dragged down. They'll mark it at the 19. Into the red zone. It'll be 1st down. And the Ducks are threatening in the red zone. Moore. Look out. Turns it upfield. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Moore to the air. Hauls it in. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon!
Yeah, how about the design of the play? Doing a great job. Get it to your man, your running back, now turn receiver in space, and let him do damage. Let him catch the football. He can do the rest. Be that special player in space that you know he is, and get into the end zone.
Coming out with it, it's Wingo. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Mensah unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. That defense got gas, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. And the Canes come to the line in the hurry-up. center down's going to the air. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. That pass is incomplete.
And those are the ones you just want to pull it back in as soon as you throw it as a quarterback, because you know he was open, I had him, I just put too much underneath it and missed out on a big play.
Wants to go up top on second down. On the move. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Throwing right. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be fourth down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Man, that is a big-time drop right there. Fourth down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the first down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe in you.
Oh, right through his hand. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. Second and long here. Looks as if he's going to run it. There he goes. The 30. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. The defense's head may still be spinning. They're just outside the red zone now. First and 10 from the 22. Moore. Left side, it's Bear. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The Ducks getting set on first and 10. Using his feet. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks!
That play-calling menu just gets so much bigger when I got a guy, Jesse, that can do this. Like, he can run the football, such a weapon. We saw it all throughout this game so far, and you see it once you get closer to that red area, man. You get that +1 advantage having your quarterback that can be a running threat.
And the frustrating part for a defense, too, is that even when you're right, you're wrong. And we've seen on some of these runs today, guys have been in position to make a tackle, but they just can't get him down on the ground. He's got that dynamic running ability. He's a true dual threat, and right now he's given this defense all they can handle.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Throwing, Mensah. Rushes on. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Gonna let it fly. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Touchdown, Ducks! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
This offense is looking ridiculous. 3 touchdowns now in the first quarter, doing whatever they want at will. I don't know if you're panicking, Palmer, but I mean, they got to put something together on the other side of the field or else this one's going to get ugly fast.
One thing I know, David, is the defensive staff, after having the ball just run down their throat and thrown over their heads, they need to make some adjustments earlier than they probably anticipated, because right now they have no answers for this offense.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They're all over him. Out wide left, it's Vaughn. Makes the grab, and down immediately, he picks up a few. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Here's Mensah to throw. Fires to the wideout. Out wide right, it's Jacobs. They'll get it to the 48, no. Measure, it's a first down. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. They've got a first down here to open the period. Fresh set of downs going up top. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
On target over the middle. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains.
Nice job ruining that catch. And listen, when you say Miami Hurricane football, to me, I think about burners at the receiver position. Michael Irvin, Andre Johnson, Santana Moss, Reggie Wayne, who I played with in the Senior Bowl. These guys could not be covered one-on-one. And this dude here in this offense today, he causes the same kind of problems. Really, really good route runner. He always seems to get open.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but you got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
Right side, it's Jacobs. Right on the money with that throw. The defense was there, but they are in the red zone with a first down at the 12. This is a designed run. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Miami! Lining up for the PAT. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, we're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You've got to make them pay for gambling.
Oh, pressure's coming. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
Quarterback will keep it. Pass to 6. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. So they picked up that last first down on the ground, now with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback keeps it. Oh, he's got some space. Headed to the end zone, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon! This guy's putting the Oregon offense on his shoulders, carrying them however you want, on the ground or through the air.
I mean, so fun to watch when you got a guy that can do this. And we've seen it with the Ducks in history, man. They've had some great ones that put their team on their shoulders. If you need me to run it, I'll run it. You need me to throw it, I can do that
too. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Short gain on the play before he slides. And the Hurricanes racing to the line in the hurry up. Second down, going to throw it. Throws to the wideout. Incomplete, a 50-50 ball won by no one that time.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be fourth down after the rare drop from this dude. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Unloads it left. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
Hey, at this point of the game, 4th and short, no problem going for it. 4th and medium, I think it's too early to start taking some of these chances. I think you need to just let the game play out a little bit and trust your defense.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Throwing more. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. At the 20, he's got space. And he's finally forced out of bounds. Another first down, and he has just been running wild on this defense. This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to tack another one on before the break. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. This quarterback part of their running game. Touchdown, Duck! It's the Oregon Ducks and the Miami Hurricanes. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
The Hurricanes head coach told me before the game, he knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Guys?
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. The Ducks headed for the ball, and we're ready for action. And he's coming out of the end zone. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Leaves it in his belly. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
6-yard pickup on 1st down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. Quick give. It's Pringle. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the 1st down. The Hurricanes are in the hurry-up.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the 1st down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Making the adjustment on the play. Mensah. He's got it. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a 1st down. And the Canes have this offense rolling.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it, and you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
The Canes go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
And they said to us in the meetings leading up to this football game, really wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, run the football. First drive, this is exactly what they're doing. They're getting what they want. This defense has to get better at the point of attack.
Really good job running the ball, getting that 1st down. Now here comes the tempo.
With the run on 1st and goal. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. He marched 78 yards down the field and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. Under pressure. Got the 1st down. Turning it on. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
That's a 1st down for the offense.
Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. See if they stick with that plan on 2nd. Caught behind the line. It's Stewart. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Wide open downfield. He's loose. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Ducks! Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he tacked on the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished the drive with a touchdown toss from the 49. And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. He's changing the play. Throwing, Mensah. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down.
Well, I think this quarterback just has to be careful with his decision-making. Yes, he's one of the most talented guys in the country, but early in this game, we're now seeing him throw the ball into double coverage. He's very lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Second down to the air. Fires to the right. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down.
Well, it's a nice job snagging that pass. Miami has a tradition of Heisman Trophy quarterbacks. I get that, but guess what? If you're going to win Heisman Trophies, you're probably throwing to very talented wide receivers. Let's not forget about all the great receivers the Hurricanes have had as well.
And the rush will get to him at the 25. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the second quarter. First play of the period will be a second down. Hits inside. It's Pringle. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a fourth down.
It's been a tale of 2 drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did get...
Guys, look at this. A surprise. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. Snapped on fourth down. He's going to take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And they are stopped on fourth down. Decision will be questioned.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Defense loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Here's Moore to throw. Rush right in his face. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
He wants it all. Touchdown, Oregon. Quick strike through the air for the score. What a grab and what a quick strike for that offense.
And when I'm an offensive coordinator and I see a short field, I'm thinking attack, attack, attack. Go get that touchdown. Take advantage of what the defense gave you. Great job by the offensive coordinator.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Here's Mensah to throw. Fires immediately. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
And the Canes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Fires to the wideout. Nearly picked off there, and he might be the last guy on the field you'd expect to drop that one. It'll be third down.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Quarterback changing the play. Mensah. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own in great field position.
There are analytics out there in college football that say maybe you can go for that at that point of the field here in the first half. It's still early. If you don't get it, you can come back later in the game, make it up, score some more points, and that mistake will be erased. The problem is right now at this juncture of the game, that was a big-time error. The fact that you didn't get that, you're now gifting your opponent points.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Running inside, it's Hill. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. They need a conversion on 3rd and 3 to make the most of that great starting field position. Throws it off the RPO. Touchdown, Ducks! A great catch and run for 6.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. On the move from inside is 5. And the returner will be brought down. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Throwing, Mensah unloads to the wideout. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense. You're late in the first half. They're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. And that one, I don't think, went the required 10 yards. It did not. Penalty marker is out. They were trying to steal a possession to draw a little closer in this game, but the ball didn't go 10 yards, so they'll take over the football with the lead. From the gun, it's Davison. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D-linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Moore. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Moore. There he goes down the right side. Touchdown, Ducks! Into the end zone with a breakaway score.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the third quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the second half. You drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
And they knocked through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. Bringing it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. There's no question this team is reeling down 28-7, and they have to find a way to get a score on the board with this drive. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback get going the other direction.
And the Hurricanes with a second and short to keep this drive moving. The run inside. It's Fletcher. And he stopped right there. No gain on the play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Throws to the wideout. It's caught. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. And you saw it right there on that play.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Motion from the wideout. Here's Mensah to throw. He's going for a big play downfield. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to get behind the defense. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but